course, the Mothers of Invention and various symphony orchestras at the moment. He is working on a Broadway musical. Please welcome back to this program, Mr. Frank Zappa. Thanks for coming back, Frank. You're working on a Broadway musical. What progress are you making? Tell me about it. When's it open? What are we looking for?
Well, I'm still raising money for it. It's going to, hopefully, no later than next Halloween, it'll be open.
A year from now. Does it take a lot of money to put a Broadway musical together?
Well, this particular one is about $4 million.
Wow. Yeah. That seems high, doesn't it?
No, it's cheaper than Cats.
Oh, well, that's your blockbuster. We have some stuff that they tell me is from the play, or you hope it will be in the play, or what are we going to look at, Frank?
I sent over 2 Polaroids of some of the masks of 2 of the characters that are going to be in there. That's Sister Abdullah X.
Uh-huh.
She's a ventriloquist dummy who is operated by this other character. They have his name is Thingfish.
What is the premise of this musical?
Well, there's this evil prince and a part-time theatrical criticizer who has come up with a disease that he hopes is going to solve one of the big problems facing the world today, which is how to get rid of all unwanted, highly rhythmic individuals and sissy boys. And so he makes this stuff, and before he puts it in the water supply, he goes to San Quentin, and he puts it in the mashed potatoes to test it on some of the guys there because they used them before when they were working with syphilis. And when they put this disease in the mashed potatoes, it doesn't kill these guys, it makes them really ugly. And they come out looking like, they have a head like a potato, lips like a duck, big white gloves like Al Jolson used to wear, and growing out of their bodies are these garments that they refer to as nakkins, and the upper part looks like a nun's habit, and the bottom part looks like Aunt Jemima's dress with an
Well, it sounds like a joyous celebration of the American theater. Right?
That's exactly what it is. It's a celebration of the American way of life.
Now, being that tonight was, I guess, Halloween, when you were working with your band, played a lot of Halloween performances?
Certainly did.
Any memorable ones come to mind?
Oh, there have been quite a few. There was one time when we had the dancing police on stage at the Palladium.
Oh, tell us about that.
Well, there were 2 guys who were the regular policemen that used to work at the Palladium. Can't remember both their names. One guy's name was Gene Fiocca. And they're really nice policemen. We used to see them every year when we come there. And we decided that this one occasion we were going to get 2 girls out of the audience to dance with them because they looked lonely.
Yeah.
So we got 2 girls from the audience to come up, and they took the policemen's hats. And they
Actual
took
New York City policemen?
That's right. They took the hats. They took the nightsticks. They were reaching for the guns, but
you got to draw the line somewhere, sure.
And they did dance, and they had a wonderful time on stage, and it put a new dimension to the police force at that time.
Yeah. And you're also putting together all of the old Mothers of Invention albums and re-releasing them. That's a massive project, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
How many albums are involved in that?
35.
Goodness. And will someone go in and buy the entire collection, or can you buy part of it, or?
It's going to be 5 boxes with 7 albums each.
5 boxes, 7 albums, and what would that set a person back?
I don't know yet, because in order to re-release it, some of the earliest tapes, like for the Freak Out album, Absolutely Free, We're Only In It For The Money, and Lumpy Gravy, the master tapes for those things were so badly stored that you can see through them. The oxide has fallen off, so they have to be remixed, and we had to add new drums to it, and so there's extra studio costs involved in doing that, and I won't know what the whole project's going to cost till it's done.
Any idea when these will be available? This is truly a big
That's going to depend on the Broadway show, because at the point where we get the money to do this thing, I'll be working on that all year.
Yeah.
And I think that...
well, you're busy. You got a lot of stuff going on.
Oh, yeah, I try to be.
Yeah. How about any other classical music organizations doing your stuff?
There's going to be a performance in January. It's going to be January the 9th in Paris at the Theatre de la Ville, and Pierre Boulez is going to conduct 3 of my chamber music pieces.
Good heavens, you've come a long way, huh? Big time stuff. Frank, listen, I'm sorry we ran short tonight. Do us a favor.
Too.
Thank you very much. And come back when we have a little more time. We'll continue talking. We'll be right back, folks.